Dan, final 30 seconds here. In your note, I've got to ask you about this. You said that Meta uses AI the best, and I would have thought you'd put Microsoft before that line. Why do you think that Meta is the winner on AI right now?
Because if you look at it, it's pretty simple. When they reported in June, Meta beat the revenues, they beat the EPS, they took up the guidance for how much they're going to spend on AI, and then the forward numbers for September went up as well. For Microsoft, the forward numbers went down. They missed their Azure growth rate, which, by the way, that's where the OpenAI relationship, that's where the revenues flow into, and the numbers came in less than expected. So, we all have these great theories about how things are going to play out, but the numbers and the outlook give you a better sense of what's going on. And Meta is using AI really well to figure out, what do you want to watch? And then what ads am I going to show you that you're going to be engaged with? And so that really is what they're doing incredibly well. And by the way, the valuation is cheaper than Microsoft, where Meta's trading in the mid-20s PE and Microsoft's trading in the low 30s. We like Microsoft as well, but I think you have to look at what do the actual numbers do. And for me, I like growth, and I like growth at a reasonable price, and Meta really fits that bill very well.
So this information about Meta Platforms possibly being the best AI company is quite interesting, especially when we compare the forward price to earnings ratio figures with companies like Microsoft. And then you can also look at NVIDIA or even a Palantir as well. So, there are some real questions here that can be asked about Meta Platforms, Facebook, the ad AI and things like that, how ads are being sent to customers and things like that. And obviously, Meta does need to spend a lot of its time and energy focusing on AI applications, which is also interesting when you compare Meta to a company like Apple, who has largely made comments suggesting that they were just going to be outsourcing a lot of their AI usage in their products. So these are very interesting comments here. In addition to the fact that the stock price has now officially broken above the $544 level. In the prior video, the title of the video suggested that Meta might be on the verge here of posting new all-time highs. And as we can see, that is the case. That projection did ultimately come true, even though the last time that we rose above the $540 mark, we did see significant declines lower in the stock. So if you go back to the other video, you'll see that I said, that there was potential here for this to happen. But now that we have seen this all-time high post, we're actually getting a red candle here on this 4-hour price chart. So this is quite interesting, given the fact that similar types of circumstances did also occur the last time Meta Platforms posted its all-time high. As we can see here, the candlestick formation here is actually negative, as the stock is posting its high at 542.96. So, there will be real questions here about how the stock price actually closes today, because this red candle here was quite ominous previously. Last time we saw the stock post an all-time high and post a red candle, the ultimate share price low came in all the way at 442.65. This would be the price low that posted on July 24th. So, we're at a bit of a crossroads here for this stock. And anybody that has traded this stock knows that Meta has really been on a wild ride here recently. For the most part, what we're starting to see here is the stock find a stock with the ability to find support right at the 20-period exponential moving average. That would be this yellow rising line on the chart. And as we can see here, this prior support zone, which was mentioned in the prior video, coming in at 522.76, ultimately did contain share prices and enable the stock to form a base and post these new all-time highs. So the real question here is whether or not we're going to start to see a retracement lower. As I said, the last time the stock posted an all-time high, we saw a red candle, which isn't really what people would expect to see on an optimistic day like that, where the stock is posting new all-time highs. The result here was actually selling pressure. So I'm not saying that will happen here, but I'm just saying that this is something that traders need to be watching for, especially if for anybody that's interested and going long on the stock at current levels. Personally, I would not be doing that. I would be waiting for a retracement back into roughly at least 525. I do think that you're probably going to see lower share prices here, given the fact that there tends to be a blow off top when we start to see these major significant price highs for the stock. One other instance of this that we can point to goes back to this large red candle here. This would have come during the August 1st trading session. And as we can see here, there was a major spike higher. There was actually a price gap higher. But ultimately, this price gap was sold off, and we did see prices decline almost all the way back into its exponential moving average cluster. So this is an optimistic trading period for the stock. We did call this in advance. We did suggest that the stock was likely to start posting new all-time highs here. But the real question here is going to be how sustainable this ultimate price high is. So what we've seen currently is a price level posting at 544.23. And the close today is going to be quite critical. And this is why I will post an update on the stock again tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure to do this now because, as we can see, the stock is in record territory here. We've pulled back a little bit, but, the ultimate price surge in the early part of the trading session did send the share prices and the market valuation into uncharted territory, literally. So, there are real questions about whether or not people should be buying this stock at current levels. Price support zones to the downside that I will be watching come in at, like I said, 522, and then again roughly at 518.80. The reason I point to this area is due to the fact that we're currently looking at a 23.6% Fibonacci retracement coming into contact with this area. And then we also have this rising 50-period exponential moving average, which will be there quite soon. It's not there yet, but as we can see, overall, the exponential moving average cluster is moving upward quite sharply. So what this does mean is that the stock is likely to find support at higher and higher levels. But the real question will be whether or not, this new price high here has the same fate as the old price high, essentially. This is really what we'd be looking at here, because as we can see, the last time the stock was in this area, we saw a very dramatic price move lower. I mean, we're talking roughly $100 in share price destruction. So when you're talking about a Mag 7 stock, like Meta Platforms, that is a huge amount of, that's a huge elimination of market cap in a very short period of time. And as we can see, this stock has experienced a lot of volatility here in recent trading sessions. In addition to that, you don't really have the indicator reading confirming this new all-time high. So if we started to see a rollover here and a price movement lower, it really wouldn't be all that surprising given the fact that the indicator reading in the RSI in the 4-hour time period is still pointing in the negative direction. So here's the current market update for Meta Platforms Incorporated, stock ticker META. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.